Welcome back to another episode in the series Clearing the Fog, Challenging the Negative Thoughts and Depression. So, hopefully, these videos will help decrease your depression overall and decrease any negative behaviors we have while increasing healthy behaviors that we truly want. Remember, want to be the version that we see we can be in, I guess we can say, our mind's eye. And although we struggle to get there. So hopefully these tools will help you get to where you want to be. This is the all or nothing thinking, life isn't black or white, and the theme exploring the gray area. So again, welcome back to Clearing the Fog. In episode 1, we explored what cognitive distortions are, those invisible thought patterns that make us feel small, stuck, or ashamed. Today we're focusing on a specific distortion that shows up a lot in depression. It's the all or nothing thinking, also called black and white thinking. It's the idea that things are either all good or completely ruined. You're either a success or a failure. You're either doing everything or you might as well just do nothing. Can this relate to anybody out there? This kind of thinking sounds like, if I can't clean the whole house, why bother? I didn't do everything on my list, so the day's a waste. And if I'm struggling, it means I'm not trying hard enough. Sound familiar again? In this episode, we'll explore how all or nothing thinking shows up in daily life, why it feeds depression and robs us of our joy, and how to practice gray thinking instead. So that's small steps, small wins, much more grace. So let's get started. How all or nothing thinking shows up. This distortion is quite sneaky. It doesn't always sound extreme, but it makes your day feel like a pass or a fail test. In depression, it might sound like I was doing better yesterday. Now I'm back to square one. I'm either totally okay or I'm totally broken. And if I didn't show up for that friend perfectly, well, I must be a terrible person. This pattern leaves no room for nuance, growth, or effort. It ignores progress. It ignores your capacity. And it keeps you locked in a cycle of self-blame and shutdown. And so why? Because the bar is either always all the way up or it's dropped completely. So what's another area where we can explore the all or nothing thinking? Well, why does it feel like shame and exhaustion? All or nothing thinking is exhausting because it creates false failure. If you believe you have to do everything perfectly just to be good enough, then even small wins, well, they don't really count, right? You always feel behind, even when you're showing up the best you can. So that fuels the depression loop, right? So that's unrealistic expectation, inevitable crash, shame, and then more shutdown. Then we're right back to that loop again. But here's the truth. Healing isn't linear. Most everything in our life isn't linear, actually. Resting doesn't erase progress, and small steps matter, especially when you're at a low point. So breaking out of this pattern starts with giving yourself permission to live in the middle, not in the extremes. So how do we live in the middle? Well, we're going to practice gray thinking. So let's practice replacing the black or white mindset with some gray space. That's the middle ground where growth actually does happen. Here's how. We're going to start reframing absolutes. So from I failed to I struggled today, and that's allowed. And from I didn't finish to I made progress, even if it was small. And we can also use the phrase, and that's okay. So I stayed in bed most of the day. That's okay. I didn't respond to every message, and that's okay. This softens the perfectionism and invites compassion. So try the 50% counts. Practice this. At the end of the day, name one thing you did, even if it was only halfway. And remind yourself, effort matters more than the outcome. It's really about the journey. Our outcome will happen, but I think the journey is where we find a lot of things, where we discover a lot of things. So this isn't lowering your standards, it's raising your level of kindness. So let's wrap up and recap. All or nothing thinking is a common trap in depression, and it really does lie. You are not your productivity. You don't need to be perfect to make progress. So in the next episode, we'll tackle another tough distortion, catastrophizing. The everything's about to fall apart thought spiral. So now here's the comment section. Do you live in the gray area? Is this an area that you've perfected? Or are you struggling with the all or nothing thinking? Is this where you like to live right now? Maybe not like to live, but where you do live, where it's more black and white. And if it is where you live, how can you move to the gray area so you're not just in black or white? And if you need another question to comment below, here's one. What's one gray space reframe? What's one gray space reframe you can practice today? So whether you showed up at 100% today or 5%, you're still here. And you're doing the work, and that absolutely counts. So remember, proud of you. And here is the other section that I like to do so much. It's where I get to talk about the journals and the children's book that I have created. These really go hand in hand with these videos, and just another extension of how we can decrease some negative behaviors that we have and maybe increase some positive behaviors that we truly want in the end. So in a world that moves too fast, what if you could create space to come home to yourself and help your children do the same? Start with your heart. Self-love, self-discovery, and self-discipline journal. It's your guided path to clarity, purpose, and showing up for a life that you truly do want. And when anxiety arises, meet yourself with compassion. The Anchored in Kindness journey helps you calm your nervous system, understand your patterns, and find peace. One breath, one page at a time. Of course, for those little hearts you love the most, Luna and Bravion the Lion, a magical story that helps children find their courage, listen to their hearts, and trust their own glowing spark. Truly is a story of bravery, self-trust, and emotional wisdom. And of course, at the end, there are also worksheets for your little ones to fill out. Ones that may need help with filling it out, but they're still there, and they will help the little ones understand their own bravery, their own courage, and their own spark that they have. If you like this video and you would like to share it with somebody, please do. Somebody may benefit from it. Like, subscribe, and share.